is a rare shot we're gonna get. I'll tell you what I want. Wish I had the gimbal, but I don't. Hold it 1 second. Hold. So what I'm going to do is a little pan here to give you an idea of the vehicles that are out here. Also a rolling shot on this. Another rolling shot on another classic, another antique. Oblay J. So one of the first things you see when you come in the door on Saturday is this 63 split window. See if we can get some more shots of it. In talking to somebody that remembers this era, I was mistaken that people were creating split windows. What they were doing is they were taking the split out of the window because they wanted their Corvette to look newer, and the newer Corvettes did not have the split window in them.
Beautiful.
1976 and the Carrera.
Thank you.
All right, we are looking at a Corvette. I'm just going to hit this as quickly and as efficiently as I can. See what they have at Mecum Auction. Here, I'll get some more. This is a 1967 Corvette. This is not a matching numbers car, but they have the numbers for the chassis and the transmission and the engine all printed up there. So they have the numbers on it. 1967. Okay, this is... Well, that was a nice little treat. This is a Rebel. It's the Machine. I've seen this car in my Forza game. Let's get all over it. I don't have the gimbal with me, so I'm handheld. So let's see what it looks like. The Rebel. This is a 1970 Dodge full carbon fiber. This car is all carbon fiber. Let's go in. It's got a supercharged Hemi under the hood. This thing is completely carbon fiber. Everything on this car, it's all carbon fiber.
I like that.
This is an Aston Martin DBS. The suggested retail on this is $371,000. I don't know what they're going to get for it out here, but, and the paperwork shows this to be a 2022. So it's a 2022 DBS. It's on for sale here at Mecum. I'm very surprised to see it. It's a 2006 Ford GT. It's a very busy place. Under the hood on the 2005 Ford GT. And there's the 2006 Ford GT from the back, with the back open. We have a 1968 Cobra GT 500 KR. It's a 68. There's your KR right there. The Cobra 428. The next lineup that we're looking at starts with this 1966 Lola. It's a T90 Ford Indy car from the mid-60s. A 1966 Lola. I don't even know what this is, but I'm going to find out. We're going to take a look at it real quick. Going to get as much of this as we can. I hear the engines also, so I know that cars are rolling around. I'm not getting any of that right now. We have a 1965 Shelby 427. There's a competition Cobra. And they have a model over here of the car in a glass case. So few times I've been in the presence of a real Cobra. And here we are, the 66. Awesome. Little interior for you, little cockpit view. There's the cockpit view in the Cobra. How do I get lucky? How do I always just get that lucky? There's only one thing I want off of this car. And we have a 2021 Lamborghini STO. Calls it a coupe for some reason. I'm not really sure about that. Let's get around the other side. This wing is ridiculous. That's just silly. But here's the back. The 2021 STO is for sale here at Mecum. Rolling shot. I got some bikes off here to the side. I'm going to try and capture some of them. I don't like to leave the bikes out. So we'll see what we can do with the bikes over here. This apparently is a 1973 Honda Wombat. In fact, here's your little, yeah, a little Wombat. And there goes a Cobra. We have a 78 Trans Am. I always got to stop for these. They're beautiful. It says it was owned by Burt Reynolds, but apparently they put a lot of Trans Ams in his name through the estate at the end. So if you see one owned by, it's one of hundreds that they processed. But it's got all the markings. There it is from the back. It's pretty popular. People are enjoying seeing this car. You know, we have a 1969. I just moved over one. I didn't go anywhere. It's a 1969 Mustang. It says that it is a Mach 1 fastback. It's listed as a Mach 1 fastback. So there you have a 1969 fastback. This I thought was here before. Somebody had done something similar to it. It's a modern Corvette, you can see. And then they just kind of put a body kit on it, I think. But essentially, this is a 2006 Ferrari. It's an F430 Spider. So there you have it. Here's some interiors. Doors open. Well, it's here, so I gotta get it. There's so much cool stuff going on. This is here, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab it. The 2024 Cybertruck. It's in the building. It's in the line, so go ahead, cold start. They're gonna have to tow this car with this. But if they start it, I'm here. If they want to start this car, I am ready to go. Let's see what we got. Appears to be a Mustang. So I'm out here. I'm trying to get as much as I can. There's just cars everywhere. It's just kind of a, there's just cars all over the place. Trucks, motorcycles. Take two on that one. This is a 2007 Ford Mustang GT, and it has an Eleanor badge on it. So if you've never seen it, I've never seen it. The Eleanor badging on the GT. So it's saying that it's got an Eleanor package on the 07. There are a few things that I'll stop for. This is one of them. It just works for me. Let's get the year and all that. It's the 1971 Trans Am. And I believe it sold for, we'll check the sticker. And over here we have the GT 350. I believe it's a 67. I'll get the year on it. But here it is. GT 350 is right there. This is a 65. The 1965 Shelby GT 350 on the auction block Mecum. So here's an example. This is a 1964 Pontiac Tempest. It was rebuilt. The builder passed away, so they don't know the details of the build. But here it is at Mecum. Old Pontiac from the 60s. Here's under the hood on the Tempest. So they said they believe they knew what engine he had put in here. If it looks familiar to you, they said it might have come out of a GTO. 1964 Pontiac Tempest. Rebuilt. But the builder has passed on. So all we're left with is the car. Now we have a I believe it was a 54 Jaguar XJ 120, I'm guessing. Let me look at the paper. It's a 1954 Jaguar XK 120, the 54 Jaguar. Here's your dash, here's your interiors on the Jaguar. Here's your interiors. In spite of it having the badging on the side, the GT350, this is a Mustang Fastback. It sold for $45,000. So it is not a Shelby, but it has some of the Shelby badging, the GT350 and others. It's a 1965 Ford Mustang Fastback. 65. Turn around and we see this. So let's see what we can find out about this little gem. This is a 1985. It's a Camaro IROC Z. Didn't sell for very much. I don't know that these are holding their value. This is a 1940 Ford. It's a coupe. I doubt if it's matching numbers at this point, but it could be. Under the hood on the 1940 Ford. That's what it looks like under the hood here. Interiors on the 1940 Ford. It's a 1967 Impala. This thing is just cool. It's just sitting over here. 67 Impala. I'm digging it. Here's your interiors on this. Interiors on the Impala. So this is a 2006 Bentley Continental Flying Spur. So, looks like it's got a little stretch on the back, or maybe that's just to make the passengers more comfortable. Here's your interiors on the, and there it is from the back. The 06 Bentley Continental Flying Spur. We have a 1977 Pontiac Grand Prix. It's in this tan color. I think it's fantastic. I think a lot of people are gonna overlook it, but I'm enjoying it. And from the front, the Grand Prix from Pontiac. How cool is that? 1971 is on the window. It's already sold. The Chevelle. It's a 1971. I think they paid 60-something thousand. But let's see if we can get 65,000 was the sold number on this. Somebody built it and then we're ready to let it go. There's a shot of it from the back. This is amazing. There's a 442 revving over there. This is a Shelby Series 1. They didn't make a whole lot of these. There's that right there. Shelby Series 1. 1999 is the year. It's a 1999 Shelby Series 1. That's amazing. All right, I know it's shaky, but I'm going to move out anyway. Here we go. The Judge. The 442. Oops. Car's bleeding. We have the 1992 Ford Mustang GT. Still got a sticker on it. Let's check the back. It's got a badge on it that I'm very curious about. Let's check this out. So we're over near the block now where all the cars are getting sold, and there are Mustangs absolutely everywhere. It's the Mustang period right now. So there's Mustangs everywhere. Just rows and rows of Mustangs out here. Cobras. So I've just been told what this is. I wasn't aware. This is a McLaren Mustang. It's one of not many. Let's see. So this is a 1980 M. This is a Shelby GT. 350, thank you, just making sure. The Mustang GT 350. I'm just sit here and stare at it. Well, we've got the sports cars, all the sleek cars, and then we have stuff like this over here. They have a bunch of these antique cars. I'll get the year on this. So they don't just have the new cars, they also have stuff like this. I don't always see this many old antique cars at Mecum, but this year they did, so here's all your antique cars today. Got another one over here. There's just cars everywhere. It's just kind of a smorgasbord. This thing is gorgeous. I may have already caught it, but it's really good. Okay. This is a Mercedes McLaren. The Mercedes McLaren SLR Roadster. The Mustang Cobra GT500 Super Snake. Shelby Super Snake GT500. The Mercedes AMG SLS. Doors open. What's he about to do? Here's under the hood on a Corvette. So there's under the hood. And here's the build. This is the car that I just went under the hood on. The 2010 G55. It looks a little low, honestly. Like they lowered it. They come stock like that? Yeah, that's good. Oh. I just gotta turn my head every time. I'll get you. So you've got stuff like this, and I appreciate it. It's all very cool. But most people just have no appreciation for something like this. I do. I get it. It's the Chrysler New Yorker 5th Avenue sedan. '76 LT on the Camaro. Let's see if we can get around this thing. Type LT, there it is. If you know, tell me, because I don't know. I don't know anything about the LT. It's a Ford. It's a 32. They didn't turn it into a crop top, they just left it. A 32 Ford. Looks like it's an original condition. This is a 1999 Trans Am. It's got the WS6 Ram Air. This thing is killer. Such a huge fan. It just doesn't get any better, in my opinion. So just spent some time with this thing, the 280Z Turbo. Just spent a minute with this. This thing is killer. The 280ZX. All right, we have a, looks like a full build Z28 Camaro. And there it is from the back. It's a full build, it's a race car. I'm not walking very much because I don't have my gimbal, so. Here's the custom seats. Z28 Pro Street. The Lightning. So there's all kinds of different vehicles back here to be seen. Let me get around the back of this one. The Lightning. It's a 1980 280. SVT 150, there it is. Interior on the Lightning. SVT is on the seats. This is a 1955 Chevy Bel Air Custom. I'll show you the trunk. It's a Rusto mod, so they've rebuilt the entire thing. Here's the interiors on that custom build. They've kind of got a theme going here. So I think what I'm looking at is they've taken the hood ornament that should be there, looks like this, and they've put it in the trunk. They've made it into a trunk piece. See? And then in the background, get a roller. Let's get it. Let's get it. So it's about to roll out of here. Talk about a roller. Well, that was cool. And look at that. All right. I don't want to leave the trucks out. There are certainly plenty of trucks here, and people build all kinds, so don't want to leave the trucks out. So I don't want to leave out perfectly good truck. So here's your interiors on that big brown truck. We have a 1969 Dodge Coronet RT. So this sold already. It doesn't have a price on it, but we'll give it a moment. RT is badged on the back of the fender back here. And there is the Coronet RT from the back. I have a feeling we're gonna have to whip around and get this. Had to grab it. Don't really have a choice. Seen one before, we'll see what this is. Trans Am is on it, but we'll see if it's got a spec. There's the interiors on that Trans Am. The badging on the seats. We can get some shots of this thing right here. I don't want to. Well, if you're out there and you're trying to help me out, this is an 02. I like the 98s, but if you ever want to do me a favor and buy me a car, you try and buy me this one. This is the Datsun 280ZX Turbo. And there it is from the front. So I'm not really sure what it is. I know it's a Corvette. It's obviously a race car, but I just figured I'd grab it because it's here. In case somebody knows what this is, you can put it in the comments. I think what I'll do is just grab some cars now and then, what I can see around.